So I loved learning about the ways of American culture and the way that people really live their life here. So learning was something that I kind of utilized to acclimate here. And that was a big part of getting used to being an American at that point. Just having that internal motivation to learn and to be better. And I think I utilized that to really access the American dream, as they say. I ended up at CSUN because I saw a strong community of people like me here, people who were immigrants, people who came from different cultural backgrounds. I love learning about life and the way our bodies work and the way our brains work, uh, which is what I'm pursuing now. I am really interested in neuroscience, and I'm always interested in the way the brain works and how we can understand it more and how we can basically manipulate the way we act and how we can change the way we act. I've presented about 3 times to a national conference at APS and once at SFN, which is the Society for Neuroscience. And every time it just feels so good to stand in front of a poster that represents my school and represents the people that I come from. If you're an immigrant, showing up every day is so important because of the sacrifices that your parents have made or your grandparents have made. And I love this quote by Maya Angelou. She says, "I come as one, but I stand as 10,000." And all the sacrifices that your parents and your ancestors have made, they're gonna prove to be fulfilling.
My name is Angelique Soto. I'm a Deaf Studies major, and my minor is American Indian Studies. I grew up in Oxnard, California, and the reason why I wanted to go to school is something that my grandma had always told me. She really encouraged me to go to college. I graduated, first thing I did, to community college, and then I got pregnant with my son. I still continued. I was in community college for 5 years, and then I took a 2-year break and came to CSUN. CSUN is the reason why I get out of bed every day and I'm like, I'm gonna do the studying, I'm gonna do this because I want to make his life better and I want to give him more opportunities that I didn't have. I was initially introduced to ASL when I was younger. My sisters are 50% hard of hearing. I took an ASL class and I fell in love with it. My next step is to stay in the area so that he can continue going to school and so that I can go out into the deaf community and be an interpreter. My grandma is so proud of me because she had my mom when she was 16 and she didn't get to continue with higher education. My mom had me when she was 20 and she did go to community college, but she still didn't get to go to university. And me, I went to university and now I'm graduating as a single mom and a young mom because I had him also when I was 19. Kason, I appreciate all the patience that you've given me and I appreciate you being a part of this journey with me because it's so important to me. And you'll realize when you get older how much of an impact you have made in this part of my life. I couldn't have done this without you and I couldn't have done this journey without you because you literally are my strength and every day that I wake up, I'm doing this for you.
My name is Marcos Rodriguez. I am from North Hollywood, California. My neighborhood was a very tough neighborhood. Many of my peers around my neighborhood usually just make it through high school, if that. College is nowhere in the picture. My parents are migrants from Mexico. It wasn't until I saw a Marine in a blood drive in my high school, it was 2, and the way that they carried themselves, the way that they had discipline, I approached them and I asked them, what are you guys They said this is the Marine Corps, but in order to even do this, you gotta get your stuff together. It doesn't even look like you're gonna graduate. Once I heard those words from those Marines, I did everything I could to graduate. My first semester in college, I didn't understand what college was. I had no mentor. I was failing on my classes. I felt like college was the wrong choice, and I was just wasting my time. I ended up choosing the military. I knew that there was gonna be a little bit of restraint from my parents. I had no support because my parents did not understand what the military was. They believed that the military was just the government trying to get young boys to get killed for wars. In the military, I struggled a lot mentally due to the fact of me not having any support during those hard times. It was a lonely place. I remember writing to my parents, but I didn't know how to write in Spanish, so I had to write to them in English, since that's the only language I could write in, and they had to understand my English writing. At that time, after basic training, I was under the impression I was just going to continue my Marine Corps career. Basic training was the easiest training. Once we got into an infantry training, it just got harder. And at that point, I understood that the life that I had was so easy and so privileged. It took me to the military, to starving, to not sleeping, crying of exhaustion to understand that. It motivated me to come back to school. Once I came back to school, after my whole year of training, I understood that life is not that hard as a student. Life is pretty good. The military did show me discipline, and more discipline in the classroom. My contract is for 6 years. I have 5 years done. This will be my last year. I'll be leaving the military on December 11th. It shocks me that I've done this much, at such a young age. I mean, I'm still 23. I still have a lot more years to go, and I'm just getting started. I want to see what the future has in hold for me.
My name is Nur Falevi Pratama. I grew up in a very Muslim family in the island of Java in Indonesia, and I came to the United States in 2012 the first time. I received a scholarship from the US Department of State. I was a part of the 80 students who were sent to represent a country from a Muslim majority. I was first introduced to music when I was 5 years old. My mom actually is a traditional Javanese dancer in Java, and so my first music exposure was gamelan music. Nothing Western, no orchestral, nothing like that, all traditional Eastern Javanese music. I taught myself how to play the piano. I tried to look up on the internet at that time, just music from different cultures from the West. Access to music education in Indonesia was a lot more difficult, especially as somebody coming from a Muslim family, which is not very accepted for me to study Western music. And also because of my sexual orientation, I am a gay person, and being in Indonesia is simply not safe to be there. So a part of moving to the United States was also for safety because of my sexual orientation. I'm currently an asylum applicant in the United States. I need to be somewhere safe. I need to be somewhere that I'm accepted. I see myself getting a higher education. I'm hoping to continue into a doctorate program and ultimately become a music educator and inspiring future musicians and composers to develop their own voice. Some of my favorite things about the university, I quite like how diverse the community has been, not just in terms of student demographics, but also in terms of interests. One of the things I really enjoy is that even the music department itself, they have African ensemble, they have mariachi ensembles. And outside of the music department, something like the Pride Center, which has been very supportive. They hold events all year to welcome students from different communities. I never had that experience before, and that's been very enjoyable, and it inspires me every day to continue doing the same.
My name is Taylor Timms. I'm 23 years old, and I'm from San Gabriel, California. So I was born into foster care. I recently found out I was born in a hospital. Unfortunately, my mother was
They said, save the best for last. Come on, let's give some cheer. Good evening. My name is William Watkins, Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students, and it is my honor to declare the opening of the California State University Northridge commencement ceremony for the Mike Curb College of Arts, Media, and Communication. I ask that you all now please rise if you are able and remain standing while the CSUN Jazz A Band, under the direction of Professor Michael Mull, plays the national anthem accompanied by vocalist Lakeisha Monday.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red-lit the fountains bursting in and gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors, set your sails and the red wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Dayana, why don't you come back out? Dayana? Dayana? Take a bow. How about that for a wonderful rendition? A member of this graduating class. Congratulations. Please be seated. Before introducing members of the platform party, I would like to first acknowledge the land on which Cal State Northridge resides. A land acknowledgement is a formal statement that recognizes indigenous peoples as the original stewards of the land for which the acknowledgement is given. Consistent with our CSUN values of respect for all people and alliances with community, we offer this acknowledgement in order to honor indigenous history and affirm our intent to create authentic relationships and take meaningful actions in support of American Indian peoples in this region. As such, Cal State University Northridge recognizes and acknowledges the Sesavatam, the first people of this ancestral and unceded territory of Sesavinga that is now occupied by our institution. And it honors its elders, past and present, and the Sesavatam descendants who are citizens of the Fernandino-Tataviam Band of Mission Indians. We recognize that the Sesavatam are still here, and we are committed to lifting up their stories, their culture, and community. Thank you. We'll now take a moment to watch as Dr. Rudy Ortega Jr. and Mark Villaseñor, President and Vice President of the Fernandino-Tataviam Band of Mission Indians, provide us with a ceremonial opening for this great occasion.
Witiako, Aminat, Netawan, Rudy Ortega Jr., Nononi, Tomiyar. Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Rudy Ortega Jr. I'm the tribal president of the Fernandino-Tataviam Band of Mission Indians, and I'm here with my family, my two sons, Tomiyar Ortega and Noli Ortega, as well as my cousin, Mark Villaseñor, who's also the vice president of our tribe. We're the first people, descendants of the people of the San Fernando Valley, who are now Fernandino, Tatavia, and we descend from these villages. And we just want to congratulate all the graduates who are graduating this year, and we want to sing some songs for you. This first song is Paco. It means come and enter as we welcome everybody for this graduation. The next song is a bear song that we're going to sing as we're in spring and celebrating everyone's graduation. Paco que ma'a, Paco que ma'a, Paco que ma'a, me ay que ma'a, me ay que ma'a, Paco que ma'a, Paco que ma'a, me ay que ma'a, me ay que ma'a. What será, what será, what será, no hunga no será. What será, no, what será, what será, no hunga no será. What será, no, what será, what será, no hunga no será. What será, what será, what será, no hunga no será. Thank you.
Let's thank them. Celebrating this occasion with us today and seated on the platform are our President, Dr. Erica D. Beck, members of the President's Cabinet, and university leaders. Also, for the Mike Curb College of Arts, Media, and Communication, we have the Dean, Dr. Dan Hoskin, and department chairs, Professor Patsy Cox for Art, Dr. Amy Carrillo-Rowe for Communication Studies, Professor Jared Rappaport for Cinema and Television Arts, Dr. Stephanie Bluestein for Journalism, Dr. John Resigno for Music, Dr. Ai-Jong Kim for Theater, and all right, the theater folk, and Dr. Leviu Marinisco, professor from the Department of Music, and also this evening's mace bearer. In addition, CSU trustee Larry Adamson, faculty president Dr. Michael Neubauer, dean for the David Nazarian, dean for the Mike Curb College of, we have the dean from the College of Business and Economics with us, Chandra Subramanian. We have also Dr. Cynthia Rawich, former vice provost here at the university. Mark Stover, dean of the library. Associated Students President, your president, Cheyenne Mashtel. And CSUN alumnus, Darnella Davidson, and honorary doctorate recipient, Milt Valera. And lastly, we have CSUN Foundation Board members, Caitlin Orozco, Dr. Felicia Conlon, Bob Rawich, Richard Schweitzer, Robert Taylor, Suzanne Ziarati, Robert Myman, George Lease, Paul Jennings, Dennis DeYoung, Honey Amato, Alan Abramson, and Wendy Gruhl are joining us as special guests this evening. Would all the members of the platform party and our guests please rise and be recognized? Thank you. And now it's my pleasure to present to you our president, Dr. Erica Beck.
Well, thank you, Vice President Watkins, and good evening, Matadors. Oh, no, 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 no. We are here to celebrate tonight, and I know you can do better than that, so let's try it again. Good evening, Matadors. As president of California State University, Northridge, it is my great honor to offer some brief words of wisdom with our graduates. At the outset, let me acknowledge that they may not be as brief as you were hoping, unless, of course, you were hoping that they were somewhere in the neighborhood of 37 minutes, in which case you are in luck. My first words of wisdom to our graduates is that I encourage you to take into consideration the amount of time you have spent walking in your new commencement shoes before making your way up to the stage. I myself am wearing my sparkly red commencement chucks. They require no practice at all. They come out only at commencement time, and they are magic. This evening, when I click my heels 3 times, our graduates will officially be alumni. That's probably the most exciting part, and you're probably more excited about that than my very brief remarks that I'm about to share with you. On behalf of CSUN's distinguished faculty and staff, graduates, I am genuinely overjoyed to congratulate you on the remarkable achievement that we are all here to celebrate today. Many of you are the first in your family to attend college. If you are making history for your family today as the first to graduate, will you please cheer and stand if you are able? Well done. We know that for all of our graduates, arriving at this moment took years of dedication and commitment in the midst of a global pandemic and challenges that really none of us could have anticipated. It may not have been the college experience that you imagined, but it is a success story because you made it a success story. You weren't a passive observer in the midst of crisis. You chose to act, to respond, to persevere, even when it was unimaginably hard. Your CSUN degree is undeniable evidence of the knowledge you have acquired, and it is a testament to what you are able to accomplish. So thank you for showing up fully and authentically for yourselves, your families, and each other on this very small planet that we all call home. Showing up even when it was daunting, even when you didn't have the answers, and especially when you really wished you could have hit that snooze button just a couple more times. Showing up is your superpower. And everything you need to flourish in the years ahead is already inside you, waiting to unfold in the journey ahead. And by showing up, you have succeeded. I have every confidence that beyond our doors, you will show up, you will succeed, and you will stand as a beacon of hope for a more compassionate and empathic future that embraces our interconnectedness and celebrates the richness of diversity that we all bring to our global community. When you cross this stage, you will emerge on the other side prepared to realize every ounce of your own potential. Keep showing up as the engaged global citizens that we need to advance innovative, collaborative, and equitable solutions to the wicked challenges that we face together. Engage inclusively, act authentically, and enact equity in every sphere of your influence. Add beauty, wonder, and inspiration to our shared human experience, and continue to lean in as we work together to advance a more vibrant, just, and peaceful future. And while I enjoy the brilliance that my sparkly red Chucks bring to the occasion, we do not need magic to know that all of our futures are brighter because of all of you. We also know that you did not arrive at this moment alone. We rarely accomplish anything this significant on our own. Your family and friends have devoted themselves, sometimes at great personal sacrifice, to ensuring that you made it to this very moment. So graduates, let's also celebrate your families and friends with a very big round of applause. Our faculty and staff arrive on our campus every day hoping to facilitate one thing: opportunity. Opportunity in service of a brighter future for us all, because talent lies in every corner of our community. And it is our collective responsibility to ensure that every student who seeks it finds a pathway not only to the doors of higher education, but also to this very commencement stage. So graduates, let's also cheer the dedicated and resourceful faculty and staff who have facilitated that opportunity for all of you. Graduates, it has been our tremendous honor to support your academic journey and our great privilege to see you realize your educational aspirations. And as I close my remarks, yes, I know you're very disappointed. I'm actually closing my remarks. I want you to remember, we believe in you and the role that you will play in helping us realize a brighter and more equitable future. A future in which we hope you always remember, once a matador, always a matador. Stay connected to CSUN, come back often, and help inspire the students who seek to follow in your footsteps. Congratulations, class of 2023. I would now like to invite Natalie Ball, graduating from the Department of Art, to address the graduating class.
Hello. Welcome, Mike Curb College of Arts, Media, and Communication, class of 2023, and faculty, family, and friends. My name is Natalie Ball, and I am so excited to be your student speaker here today. Before I begin, I have a question for all the graduates. What are you doing after graduation? I can bet, and I know from personal experience, that every single graduate sitting here today has heard this question countless times in the past few weeks. Everybody means well, but that question can be incredibly overwhelming. Imagine, you just hiked your way up a massive mountain, you're huffing and puffing, you're dying of thirst, and then somebody comes up to you and says, "So what's next?" Give me a second. Let me enjoy the view from the top. Sometimes, when you hit a milestone as big as college graduation, it's easy to look into the future and forget to appreciate just how far you come, how big a mountain you just climbed. Years of papers, assignments, networking, building a brand for yourself, and the hardest part, group projects. Every single challenge is a learning opportunity, and an opportunity that CSUN gave us to shape ourselves into the people that we are today. Since I was 12 years old, I've been involved in the CSUN community. I attended SAPE, the Summer Enrichment Program, and would also come here on weekends with my family for summer movie nights and sunset bike rides. I remember seeing all the grown-up college students and being in awe of how put together and adult they seemed. What's funny is, once I got here as a fresh-faced 17-year-old freshman, I could not decide what I wanted to do. I started as a theater major, and then, and then I tried out recreation and hospitality management, and then I finally landed in communication design. The portfolio that I built within this major brought me the opportunity of my current job as a graphic designer at the University Student Union, where I've had the honor of creating posters and designs for places like the Pride Center, the Games Room, the SRC, and so many other programs on campus. If you had told that 12-year-old girl biking around campus that someday her designs would be all around her, serving to unify and inspire the community, she would not have believed you. Before we all take this step forward into our professional lives, do not forget to appreciate all that you have done to ensure your seat here today, one that you worked tirelessly for. Do not rush yourself into the future, but instead appreciate the past and all that it's taught you. Be proud of how far you've come up this mountain of a bachelor's degree, and don't forget to enjoy the view from the top. The many lessons that we've learned here at CSUN about our capabilities, our talents, and ourselves will serve us for the rest of our lives, wherever they may take us. Thank you, and congratulations!
Well, that's pretty impressive. One more round of applause for Natalie. Congratulations to you. The Mike Curb College of Arts, Media, and Communication would like to give special recognition to those students who have demonstrated outstanding scholarship and other special achievements while here at the university. These students may be identified by the honors medallions, cords, and sashes that they are wearing. I ask those graduating with academic and other special honors to please rise if you are able and receive our applause. Well done. You may be seated. I would now like to invite Dr. Dan Hoskin, Dean for the Mike Curb College of Arts, Media, and Communication, to highlight 3 students who serve as examples of the excellence and extraordinary achievement that can be found among CSUN's very accomplished student body.
Thank you, President Beck. Good evening. It is my great pleasure to present to you today several students who deserve additional recognition. Students, when I call your name, I ask that you please rise if you're able. Stay standing while I speak briefly about your accomplishments. So first is Jacqueline Vargas. Jacqueline Vargas is an art major with a 3.9 GPA with a double minor in urban studies and planning and sustainability. Jacqueline strives to balance academic excellence with her passion for community involvement. As a designer, she specializes in working with small businesses and nonprofits that focus on sustainability. As a member of the nonprofit organization Keeper, she helped advocate and raise awareness about the lives of child refugees affected by conflicts and natural disasters. At CSUN, she has seen how the direct impact of her action can make a difference, which has inspired her to reach out to politicians and voice concerns for the changes we want as a community. Congratulations, Jacqueline. Ariana Rodriguez. For communication studies major Ariana Rodriguez, CSUN is where her passion for writing grew and flourished, and her desire to learn about gender and intersectionality took root. At CSUN, she maintained a 3.99 GPA while completing a prestigious internship with CLD-PR and working part-time as a child caregiver. She is both a dancer and a marketing committee member of Ballet Folklorica de Mayo, where she not only performs, but uses her communication skills to promote, fundraise, and market the troupe. In her work as a scholar, Ariana had the privilege to interview her Mexican-American grandmother and dive deep into her experiences, analyzing her life as it pertains to feminism, language, and patriarchy. She says that her grandmother's life is mirrored in her own experiences, leading her to learn more about her own history. Congratulations, Ariana. Art major Eric Sensor was a visionary businessman, talented artist, musician, and writer of children's music. As the originator of E-Rock for Kids, he performed concerts throughout Southern California with a mission to bring music and laughter to little ears and big hearts everywhere. Eric received an AAA degree in business from Pierce Community College, and in his later years developed an interest in animation, which brought him to CSUN, where he pursued a BA in art. One thing Eric wanted the most was to be able to walk across the stage in his cap and gown. He was so thankful for the experience of his time at CSUN. He loved learning something new and doing something that was challenging yet creative. Today, we join the faculty and administration in honoring Eric's academic achievements. Eric's legacy of striving to be the best version of himself will continue to shape the lives of his loved ones and all who knew him. He leaves behind his beloved wife, adored mother and father, and family. The last two students are winners of awards in the college and at the university. Teresa K. Morrison. Teresa, there we go. Each college is annually invited to nominate graduate students for the Distinguished Thesis or Graduate Project competition in recognition of outstanding scholarship, research, and creative activity. This year, visual arts MFA candidate Teresa K. Morrison was selected as one of 4 winners university-wide. Teresa is a Southern California native and a first-generation college student whose art practice employs chance-based elements that unsettle notions of photography as documentary truth. Her winning thesis contextualizes the work as a response to the unmooring experience of losing her mother to Alzheimer's. A recipient of the Jolene Kester Presidential Scholarship, Teresa graduates tonight with a 4.0 GPA. Woo. In addition to campus-based shows and the 2023 graduate exhibition, Teresa has shown work in Berlin with CSU Summer Arts and is currently enjoying her first professional gallery exhibition. Congratulations, Teresa. And last but not least, the Dean Scholar for the Mike Curb College, Antonia Barela. Antonia Barela was born and raised as one of 9 children in Wasilla, Alaska. In 2019, she moved to California on her own to pursue an education at CSUN, where she majored in music therapy and minored in psychology. She has maintained a 4.0 GPA while working as a lead usher at the Soraya Performing Arts Center, working as a behavioral technician at a dual diagnosis residential rehab in Malibu, playing oboe in several CSUN ensembles, and serving on the board of the Music Therapy Association of Northridge as its president. In addition, she volunteers time to bring music therapy to a wide variety of clients. Her ultimate goal is to provide music therapy services in the community where she grew up and in the rural Alaska Native villages where children and adults have experienced personal and generational trauma. Looking to the future, Antonia would like to complete a master's degree where she hopes to be involved in interdisciplinary research. Please join me in congratulating this year's Dean Scholar, Antonia Barela.
Thank you, Dean Hoskin. One of my distinct privileges as CSUN's president is in identifying candidates for an honorary degree who have demonstrated inspirational character, excellence, and extraordinary achievement. The California State University Board of Trustees has approved this nomination, and it is our great honor to present this degree today. Mr. Milt Valera, would you please come to the front of the stage and be recognized for your many achievements? Stand right there. Right there. CSU trustee Larry Adamson will read Mr. Valera's citation.
Good evening, everyone. Milt Valera is one of California State University Northridge most active and supportive volunteer leaders, dedicated to expanding access to the transformative power of higher education and helping students achieve their greatest aspirations. Mr. Valera earned his Bachelor of Arts degree in journalism. from CSUN in 1968 that helped fuel his professional success and a lifetime of generosity benefiting generations of matadors. Mr. Villara is chairman of the National Notary Association, the largest and most respected organization serving U.S. notaries. There, he has since been appointed its president, where he has been appointed their president and CEO since 1982. Among his greatest professional achievements are the creation of 2 influential landmarks for national standards that unified the notary practices for all 50 states for the first time, reflecting in 1.25 billion notarized documents each year. He was also the founding editor and publisher of the NNA's 2 flagship membership publications, National Notary Magazine and the Notary Bulletin newsletter. In addition to his focus on long-term strategy and governance issues for the National Notary Association and all of its entities, Mr. Villara also serves as president of the philanthropic arm, the National Notary Foundation, which funds scholarship, education, research, personal achievement, and humanitarian projects. Mr. Villara's volunteer and philanthropic commitment to this university have extended the campus for 3 decades. And as he has worked tirelessly to encourage friends and associates to support the mission of CSUN. In recognition of his consummate volunteerism, CSUN has awarded him numerous volunteer service awards, including the Dorothea Granny Heights Award, the Outstanding Volunteer Leadership, and the university's Distinguished Alumni Award. In 2020, Mr. Villara and his wife committed significant financial support that will provide an indelible impact on generations of matadors to come. This most recent gift, in a lifetime legacy of giving back, was primarily focused on students in our Resilient Scholarship Program, which are those students who have come to CSUN from the foster care system and are navigating their way to achieving a college degree that will truly change their lives forever. The gift also supported many other program endowments across the campus. President Beck, if you will.
In recognition of Mr. Villara's outstanding work and contributions, the Board of Trustees of the California State University and California State University Northridge are proud to confer upon Mr. Villara the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters.
What do you think of our president? Take 2. What do you think of our president? Does she deserve this or what? President Beck, Provost Komuraju, Dean Watkins, Dean Hoskins, members of our great faculty and staff, Trustee Adamson, and someone who's not here, but who is a very, very dear friend of ours, CSUN President Emeritus and dear friend, CSU Chancellor Jolene Kester. Good evening. I'm delighted to be with you and our graduates and honored to be sharing this stage on such a special day. In preparing my remarks for you, our graduates, I knew the last thing you'd want to hear from me is what you should be doing as you face tomorrow. Some of you might even be asking, who is this guy anyway? Long ago, as I sat where you are, I might have had the same question. So respectfully, I thought I'd share some things about myself that have helped me to enjoy and appreciate my life, things that cultivated my values from an early, humble life on a Hawaiian sugar plantation, things that inspired me to serve our university. Some of what I'll relate may seem corny, even simplistic, but maybe in the next few minutes, you might be able to take away something helpful. Let me start with a freebie, something that won't cost you anything. How about being nice and kind and courteous with a smile? Looking people in the eye and saying hello, or have a nice day, or simply holding the door open for them. New friendships and even a couple of professional contacts have come through doors I held open with a smile. I know many of you already do this regularly, so I would say show others off campus how it's done here at CSUN. And by the way, work hard to smile and laugh a lot. It could change your perspective on things. Let me suggest to you that you avoid, if you can, using the verb should in conversation. It's a fighting word and is seldom productive. There's no need for you to tell anyone they should do anything, unless you're a professor, or a mother. If the right job, yeah, Mom. If the right job that your major prepared you for isn't available tomorrow, don't go crazy. Be patient and even flexible. Learn from the experiences you receive in that interim job until the appropriate one comes along. The many early jobs I took outside of my major helped me acquire important skills until my journalism training soon kicked in. I am fortunate today to lead professional notaries all over the country because I was flexible early on. Certainly not what my major prepared me for. And incidentally, follow the tradition of CSUN graduates before you. Be a good worker. Make yourself as indispensable as possible and earn the respected reputation we hear all the time about CSUN graduates. I once had a professor who implored us that when hearing another view we didn't like, to be sure to listen with our mind and our ears, not with our mouth. And don't hate just because someone disagrees with you. Be courteous. I've given to causes, organizations, and individuals in need, not just with money, but with my time, experience, and importantly, passion. You don't have to be a millionaire to be charitable. If you care, give with your heart, and smartly with your head as well. My favorite CSUN program, Resilient Scholars, is for foster students who teach me every day what it's like to keep fighting despite their difficult history and circumstances. Spend some time with those students I call foster heroes, and you'll walk away really appreciating what you have. My wife Debbie and I support a charter school in Sun Valley, Pacoima, because there we see kids and their parents grateful for humble choices they have now. Find an opportunity to show youngsters how their life choices will increase dramatically with an education. I'm often asked, what's my secret about getting involved? My simple answer, I show up. You'll be surprised how important and busy you'll become when you do. I'm not a religious guy, but when times get tough, reciting a short prayer sometimes can be calming, allowing you to think about things and people that really matter in life. Working out every day has helped me battle heart issues, cancer, and other health troubles. Stay in shape, work out, can really help you in the future. A pleasure I could not live without, what Plato called a soul to the universe and life to everything, is music, especially the classics. Don't let that treasure ever leave you. Visit the Soroya often to understand what I'm talking about. Debbie and I love travel because it gives us an honest perspective of how people live, work, and strive in other places. Importantly, travel, especially to a foreign country, allows you to appreciate the America we live in, even with all the problems we have. In these difficult times, when we may question what is right and even moral, I rely for guidance on the 10 Commandments, our Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and the Golden Rule: treat others as you would expect them to treat you. Well, folks, this is my brief, simple story. What makes me love life? I hope your "who is this guy" question might possibly be answered now with, he's cool. Pretty corny, huh? Before I leave you, I'd like to offer 2 thoughtful messages. The first is for you never to give up, no matter how tough it may get in any of your endeavors. Never give up. Difficult as it may be sometimes, know that things will get better with your right attitude. Try to stay positive and listen to your own inner self, and to mom and dad, not necessarily to the media, politicians, those with an agenda, or others telling you what you should or should not do. You're a college graduate now, and you will face life tests more difficult than you've ever taken here. How you think critically, objectively, and fairly will ultimately determine the grade you give yourself. The second message I have is actually a request that you consider making what has been a major part of my life since my days when CSUN was called San Fernando Valley State College, and making it an important part of your life too. Love and never forget CSUN because it has given you the opportunity to be here in your cap and gown this evening. Love and never forget CSUN because it will always be here for you with new opportunities, grad school, alumni connections, friendships, references, a great library, a wonderful performing arts center, many athletic championships to come, and importantly, a pride that I guarantee you will never lose. And finally, love and never forget CSUN, because after all, you played a part in making it what it is today. Thank you.
One more round of applause for Dr. Milt Valera. I would now like to invite Provost Kamaraju to present the candidates for the master's degree.
From the Mike Kerb College of Arts, Media and Communication, the Departments of Art, Cinema and Television Arts, Communication Studies, Journalism, Music, and Theater. These departments are represented by graduates at this ceremony. I ask that all graduates for the master's degree please rise if you are able and remain standing. President Beck, I have the honor of presenting to you the graduate class of 2023. These candidates have completed the requirements for the master's degree as prescribed by the state of California and the trustees of the California State University. And they have been recommended by the faculty of California State University, Northridge. Candidates, please continue standing as President Beck confers the master's degree upon you.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of California State University, Northridge, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Art, Master of Arts in Communication Studies, Master of Arts in Mass Communication, Master of Arts in Music Industry Administration, Master of Arts in Theater Arts, Master of Fine Arts in Art, Master of Fine Arts in Screenwriting, and the Master of Music. With all the rights, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, congratulations, you may be seated. I would now like to invite Dean Hoskin back to the podium to present the candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
From the Mike Curb College of Arts, Media, and Communication, the Department of Art, Cinema and Television Arts, Communication Studies, Journalism, Music, and Theater are represented by the graduates in this ceremony. I ask that all candidates for the baccalaureate degree please rise if you're able and remain standing. President Beck, I have the honor of presenting to you the undergraduate class of 2023. All right. Woo. These candidates have completed the requirements for the baccalaureate degree as prescribed by the state of California and the trustees of the California State University, and they have been recommended for their degrees by the faculty of California State University, Northridge.
Are you ready? That was not convincing. Are you ready? Upon the recommendation of the faculty of California State University, Northridge, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Art, Bachelor of Arts in Cinema and Television Arts, Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Journalism, Bachelor of Arts in Theater, Bachelor of Arts in Music, and the Bachelor of Music with all the rights, honors, and opportunities pertaining thereto, you may be seated. And it is now my great pleasure to welcome to the podium your Associated Students President, Cheyenne Moshtayel.
Good evening, graduates. I'm so excited to be congratulating you all this evening, but first I'd like to thank the Journalism Department. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for not writing any scandalous articles about me this year. And don't get any ideas now, I'm only the president for 3 more days. But if you want to write a good article, I'm the president for 3 more days, please feel free to write one. Some of you may not know this, but I moonlight as a stand-up comedian, so I've prepared some jokes tonight if anyone wants to hear them. Okay, well, in support of the writer's strike, I do not have any jokes prepared for tonight. Thank you. Once we got this all figured out, once all the writers here got it all figured out, then we can start telling some jokes. But until then, thank you all very much. Having served as your Associated Students President this past year has been an honor, and it's now my privilege to announce the moment that I think everyone has been waiting for, crossing the stage and hearing your name read aloud to signify your accomplishment as a graduate of this incredible university. Are you all ready? No, let me really hear you. Are you all ready? Excellent, and thank you. I will now invite Dean Hoskin to the podium to provide you all with guidance on how we'll be crossing the stage.
Now for the hall monitor moment. Members of the platform party and the department chairs will now offer congratulations to our degree recipients. I ask that the degree recipients please move to the platform as directed by the marshals. You will be directed to come forward as your name is read aloud while you cross the platform. Afterwards, please return to your seats as directed by the commencement staff. We ask that guests please help by remaining in your seats so we may proceed in an orderly manner. We remind you that the aisles must be kept open and you're asked to stay in your seats until the end of the ceremony. Out of respect for our graduates and the safety of our guests, noisemakers are not permitted. Finally, in order to optimize the health and safety of our campus community, in lieu of handshakes and hugs, we will be sharing jubilance, fist pumps, and dance moves.
Now reading names from the Department of Art.
Milena Busick.
Maxine Yolanda Lemuz.
Patty Torres.
Melora Garcia.
Francis Roboto Jr. Elizabeth Souza.
Teresa K. Morrison.
Nichelle Vidales. Sofia Villar.
Ramiro Meza.
Thanos L. Valentine.
Ren Ming Liu. Michael Montemayor.
Maria S. Pulido. Alexandria Cifuentes. Perry Ping. Zifeng Zheng.
David Calderon Ruiz.
Andrew Hiron.
Adrian Perez.
Gustavo Echeverry III.
Ethan Qua.
Jason Mendoza. Zachary Goodwin Sesse.
Jarrell Cushman.
Kayla Prisky. Samantha Alexis Preciado.
Ana Karen Garcia Palacios.
Susan Valerie Escobar.
Nathan Samuel Kingston. Jefferson Navarrete. Mariah Ledesma. Jessica Jurado.
Isaiah Daniel Campos.
Victoria Wowchuk.
Johnny Hernandez. Alfredo Lopez.
Fernanda Ortega. Luca Oken. Zandro Zapata.
Michael Lee.
Dino Dante Beneducci.
Damian Lopez.
Tiffany Tien Turan. Louise Isabel Daga Solema.
M. Socorro Dial de Castro.
Taylor Hendricks.
Rain Jepes Gutierrez.
Andrea Morales.
Victor Daniel Rodriguez.
Alan Aguilar. Efrain Esparza.
Ira Johnson.
Kayla Dansell. Jasmine Correa. Jasmine Aquino.
Davina Moore.
Alexis Alvarado.
Francisco Pulido. Estefan Vicencio.
Zaylee Rocio Bran Echeverria.
Janelle Jimenez.
Janeza Sanchez.
Samantha Bajorquez.
Nayani Ramirez. Arlene Yvonne Tobar. Luis Alejandro Ruiz.
Oscar Hernandez.
John Matthew Sanchez.
Sebastian Herrera. Leslie Hernandez. Nicholas Gagosian.
Alfonso Vidal Fernandez.
Alejandra Elizabeth Lopez.
Sebastian Okonkwo. Jeremy Vargas. Victor Valenzuela. Isabella Lina Preciado.
Caitlin Apostol.
Carrie Orellana.
Eva Maria Soto.
Alex Solano.
Eileen Basilio.
Daniel P. Shearer. Martha Jocelyn Sanchez.
Luis Castro. Henry Elias.
Alejandra Garcia. Traquan Hughes. Vanessa Marlene Menendez.
Morelia Zuniga. Pedro Yak Enriquez. Anna Scharfman.
Cindy Gotaugo.
Alejandro Pina. Marcelo Vasquez.
Jeffrey Brian Gonzalez.
Yoneda Tapia.
David Estrada.
Amber Ruiz.
Kenneth Marcial.
Kristen Watkins.
Crystal Broussard. Byron Barrias Borjas.
Nicole Ramirez.
Tyler Hodge. Tristan Garingalau.
Samantha Wood.
Luz Maria Bernal Espinosa.
Ephraim John Usi.
Virapat J. Krathaitong.
Nat Chamro Insoxi.
Lillian Stephanie Chapo.
Adam Byron Clark. Golda Millie S. Encarnacion. Dana Lisel Ardiano Gomez. Nazanin Elhami Khorasani.
Azin Sanatishargi.
Chelsea Becerra Jerez.
Mia Rempel. Emily Pazook. Jenny Yasan Yoon. Vanessa Villaseñor. Betsy Vera.
Matthew Fonseca.
Sierra Rhodes.
Rodrigo Jaime Garcia.
Suzanne Diaz Fernandez.
Arlene Lisette Orellana.
Austin Jongmin Kim.
Luis Angel Carreno.
Esteban Wambachano.
Victoria Ramirez. Samantha Poletti. Haley Wood. Addison Vaquero.
Mi Lan Nguyen.
Maya Christian. Danica Diamos.
Jacqueline Vargas. Ambar Diana Rodriguez Camacho. Dahiana Rosales.
Don Maneth Thinera Navalagay. Janice Lee.
Ivan Cortez.
Lisette Garcia.
Nicole Villanueva.
Maria Ermotion. Fabiola Martin. Guadalupe Martinez. Francesca Hong.
Deanna Arzate.
Jennifer Garcia.
Allison Abigail Zambrana.
Susan Altamirano.
Megan Parmalee.
Alex Madrid. Dylan Hess.
Andy Ernesto Sorto.
Simon Yu.
Jacob Wesley Rollins.
Austin Robert Ballard. Andrew Chang. Alexander Rock Friedel.
Jennifer Santa Cruz.
Sarai Gonzalez Ortega. Stephanie Jimenez.
Neve Asuro.
Eurice McNeil.
Brandon Smith. Gevorg Sherbetian. Christina Ohanova. Christy Panamenyo.
Jeanette Hartuni.
Edgar Valdez. Selena Isabel Poma.
Merzad Fakar. Sogol Akbari.
Sean McDermott.
Matthew Bibikoff.
Amanda Schall. Jen Luvice Serenas Rialica. Amanda Vandenbroek.
Natalie Ines Ball.
Ranzan Pangilinan.
Alejandro Adrian Murillo. Ruben Morales.
Christopher J. Aguirre. Samantha Jo Bursch.
Daira Aibe Ruiz Cisneros. Abigail Perea.
Natalie Claire Alpers. Julia Davis.
Saul Prado.
David Rene Garcia.
Lizeth Alondra Carlos.
Irina Martirosyan.
Catherine Topchan.
Christina Balyan.
Marissa Peart. Jake Siskin.
Nagin Haddad.
Jeanette Salazar.
Karine Kibarian.
Gladys Joseph Barrera Castro.
Jaylene Ruiz.
Isabel Benitez Flores.
Guadalupe Martinez.
Vanessa Silva. Jose Luis Ruelas Hernandez.
Catherine Linares.
Annette Avanesian.
Kiara Kaylee Singh Trias.
Alexandra Martinez.
Madison Serrano.
Miguel Navarro.
Chris Tejeda.
Damian Herrera.
Richie Rosales Rodriguez. Ruby Rosales Rodriguez. Rosanna Paz. Grace Sue.
Cameron Colson.
Ryan Mendez.
Emily Alcala.
Talia Moreno.
Andrew Tapia.
Edward Fajardo. Tagui Agaikian.
Cindy Guerrero. Joanna Martinez.
Michelle Julie Tadavosian.
Nicole Casillas.
Olivia Zamora.
Crystal De La Torre.
Julio Nunez.
Amy Rivera.
Mary Christine Ong Malapote.
Isabel Robles.
Nicole Alexandria Lopez. Alyssa Hernandez.
Kelly Compton.
Melanie Good. Mina Iskandar. Analia Meiji Kanyeso James.
Kayla Ann Sawamura. Brienne Simar.
Simone Martin.
Andrea Zamora.
Ruby Dorantes.
David Alejandro Mesquita.
Jose Efrain Perez Jr. Remy Rico. Osvaldo Santiago.
Courtney Devon Jonel Glass.
Clarissa Corral.
Jillian Lara Shea.
Ani Sarayi Martinez.
Jamie Franco. Sarah Elkins.
Reagan Irons.
Taylor James Calise.
Bethany Marie Sandoval. Sophia Marie Torres.
Natalie Almada. Marissa Ann Enriquez.
Albert Romo.
Tyler Adams. Khalid Collier.
Caitlin Marie Lopez.
Yui Azekura.
Rositza Kostova. Rafael Navoa.
Christopher Rios. Allison Tercero.
Rogelio Lemus. Sean Martinez. Enrique Adam Gutierrez. Martha Jimenez. Shant A. Moradian.
Macy Farrell.
Sean Michael Batugo Kemkem.
Letitia Gonzalez Frias. Sharon Lee.
Kevin Chaboya.
Juan Lopez. Tsai Lin. Xiao Wei Li.
Dominique Caligari. Kaylin Douglas.
Edita Isayan.
Samantha Rodriguez.
Sophia Cortez.
Nami Cynthia Ha. Deanna Lira.
Christian Clemente. Denise Apayez.
Mary Beth Strasberg.
Sean Morrissey. Marisol Gonzalez.
Rosemary Alvarado.
Abigail Sanchez.
Evelyn Jeanette Hernandez.
Ariana Andrea De Leon Quintero.
Sydney Ann Persad.
Ariadna Mateo Solano.
Elda Carrasco.
Now reading names from the Department of Journalism. PJ Shahamat.
Peter Sorensen Medina.
Habiba Mostafa.
Danielle Toussaint.
Luis Ardiano.
Anayansin Rebecca Sanchez.
Priscilla Lara Haro. Stephanie Gerwitz.
Sebastian Artola.
Alicia Gabriel Puzon.
Aaliyah Monique Lorraine.
Patrick Anderson Jr. Sandy Marlene Ceballos. Praditya Wichaksana Anyabuele Fulumarani.
Mikal Vida Santos.
Catherine Gonzalez. Holly Steen Lozick.
Randy Flores. Mackenzie Bing.
Asia Olivia Williams.
Justin Borsas.
Tiana Sandberg.
Charlotte Rose Lira. Michelle Liao.
Clarissa Serrano.
Damaris Galliano. Fatima Jackson. Hannah Green.
Jack Titer.
Andre Kane Lopez.
America Myra Castillo Martinez.
Jennifer Valdez. Reina Torres. Misael Soto. Daryl L. Tyler.
Jaylene Aguilera.
Andrea Peña Reyes.
Juan Herrera Gonzalez.
Nelson Cruz.
Giovanni Anthony Reyes.
Guadalupe Anai Baltazar.
Nicole San Juan.
Aaliyah Fitzgerald.
Ria Dasjerdi.
Kylie Selena Shannon. Noor Amr Hussein Syed Sufi.
Dalia Jasmine Mendoza Rosas.
Naomi Cristina Ruiz.
Teresa Anguiano.
Tony Lopez. Clara Minaya Ariola. Dimitri Mari. Emily Ledesma. Joseph Marquez. Valeria Molina Gomez.
Siobhan Pert.
Paula Lagozo.
Milton Aguilar.
Karen Sanga.
Sonia Hugh.
Maximus Osborne. Brandon Elisha Rodriguez.
Giovanni Alessandro Galvez.
Jesse Hans Barrientos.
Andrea Gonzalez. Melanie Jade Guerrero.
Zena Taher.
Emily Victoria Cuellar. Camille Acevedo.
Isabella Warren. Rocky Walker. Savannah Page Taylor.
Jenalee Marie Borek. Matthew Bragula.
Sade Richardson.
Julio Castaneda.
David Reyes.
Jonathan Greenstein.
Victor Bratato III. Adam Castle.
Derek Edward Ortega.
Oswaldo Anguiano.
Ileana Cabezas. David James Olvera.
Ashton Blatz.
Gabby Pineda.
Carly Ockerson. Michael Dumansky.
Joseph Eugene Gonzalez.
Maxwell Clark.
Melanie Martinez. Brianna Nichols.
Riley Sullivan.
Brianna Arias.
Megan May Reyes.
Litzy Soledad Martinez Hernandez.
Kirsten Santiago. Mark Armendariz Gonzalez.
Renee Rothy.
Cameron Denise Martell.
Marissa Roberts. Ashley Orellana. Brandon Sarmiento. Pablo Orihuela.
Emil Erekelian.
Samantha Kimberly Neff. Ariel Gill. Caitlin Labo.
Maya Telefson Aslaksen.
Casey Keller Martinez. Anthony Lopez.
Sean Frederick.
Sofia Vasquez. Jane Partis Panyan.
Francisco Ignacio Campos.
Jasmine Jernigan.
Sade Charisse Pullen.
Cody Mabon.
Valor Blanton.
Alexis Sitlali Medina.
Janice Valenzuela Mendeville.
Sadie Huntley. Carew Meyer.
Theodore Baker.
Haley Catalina Gutierrez Garcia. Giselle Govea.
Alexia Barajas. Alondra Margarita Alton. Angel Castaneda Luna.
Jocelyn Perez. Now reading names from the Department of Music. Jacob Christopher Walters.
Axel Danielle Mejia Juarez.
Osvaldo Carmona.
Guillermo Reyes Kimelent.
Janine Allen.
Kristen Hansen.
Gabriella Blufbond. Brandon Carrasco.
Sophia Lynn.
Dalton Rezor.
Nancy Crisostomo.
Darvin Rolando Aguilar.
Chris Panameno.
Evan Carrillo. Brandon Bambino.
Aaron Price. Alex Withmore. Mark Trejo.
Matthew Clark.
Amanda Goff. Maggie Henry.
Joshua Antares Cartagena. Mitchell Frey. Diana Abenanti.
Robin Sherwood Thompson. Sarah Bettina Reyes.
Brian Osvaldo Magana. Christian Michael Newman. Hayden Hammond. Thomas Meyer. Lindsay Law.
Sheila Varaste. Zachary Scovold. Abigail Barron. Kat Padden. Jorge Abel Partida.
Jason Matson.
Slater Aiello,
Zachary Robinson,
Mark Joseph Kelly,
Taylor Bailey,
Kenneth C. Paswork, Kaleo Rigomuto,
Alexander Warren Hoffheim,
Damian Ray Felix, Zara Arebshahi, Elijah Bumji Chun,
Haley Milligan,
Amber Narvasa Buenaventura,
Andre Luigi Ito,
Esteban Andrade,
Kevin David Masson,
Marcos Ramirez, Eliana Perez,
Tara Chase,
Kaylin Ware,
Jessica Ariana Menchaca, Anita Gannon, Shauna Grismer, Rafael Gomez,
Matthew Esposito,
Stephen Jalpi, Noah Gauze, Daniel Ezra Garcia, Lisa Monique Moore Teague, Aubrey Elise Martin,
Malika Richardson,
Uda Evian Yuvag, Amaya Martin, Morgan Lee,
Evelyn Celine Rodriguez Lopez,
Michael Gallagher, Dwayne Decat Cornelius,
Nigel Martin, Lydia Noemi Lavenant, Veronica Gonzalez, Luojua Loga Lee,
Crystal Figueroa, Jeremy Davalos,
Matthew Leakin,
Nur Falevi Kriswiandika Pratama, Alejandro Velasquez,
Olivia Alexandra Bowling,
Megan Schoaf, Layla Marlene Tellone,
Alicia Morgan,
Xue Ying Wang,
Fuang Hai Nguyen,
Hayden Amendola,
Xiao Shan Huang, Haiyan Jiang, Christian Girone, Adolfo Horacio Jimenez, Omar Morga Pintle, Barad Ito,
Riley Baker,
Adrian Hawthorne,
McCrae Eckleberry, Cameron Carey, Michelle Charay, Caitlin Cooper, Antonia Barella,
Lindsay Fiffner Chavez, Michael Palma, Sebastian Smith, Rebecca Monet Romano,
Sarai Gabriela Benitez, Anna Biscup,
Matthew Jimenez,
Brianna Tang,
Joseph Bareles,
Argin Hovsepian,
Now reading names from the Department of Theater.
Ana Medina,
Matthew Dela Cruz,
Jacqueline Celeste Perez, Ian Thomas,
Alvin Lopez,
Jerry Torres,
Guillermo Enrique Cervera,
Emily Daniela Tayson,
Sarah Annabelle Acuna,
Victoria Aristea Delgado Ron Gershik,
Victor Angel Cruz Martinez, Victor Cornejo Romero.
Riley Ann Kennedy. Shannon McGee.
Cabrina Lee Peer.
Elizabeth Anna Chavez.
Lydia May Reyes.
Melissa Zusin Lai.
Dustin Hao Tien Reese.
Benjamin Nix. Logan Gummel.
Cassandra Nicole Salas. Diego Andres Sanchez.
Eileen Avalos.
Remy Jabia Truman. Emma Rose Ramos Sales.
Shania Maestrado.
Amaya Danielle Watson. Sophia Sanchez.
Thomas Ferdine.
Edwin Zelaya Servasio. Ryan Scott.
Dylan Janez.
McKenna Darling. Malu Pizzato. Rafael Benicio Tome.
Luke Ronald Smith.
Vincent Macias Jr.
Ruby Hernandez.
Hope Matthews.
Darian Calderon.
Sarah Primesberger.
Tommy Joe Mongold.
Arden Agos.
Ashley Marie Macalino.
Kyle Fridland. West Feldman. Isabella Ferguson.
Autumn Renee Tatnall. Tanya Michelle Swati.
Jason Lemos.
Liana Nalbandian.
Now reading names from the Department of Cinema and Television Arts. Thomas Tashinsky.
Courtney Irons.
Weatherly Becker Gottlieb.
Shannon Rebecca Malden.
Christopher Petoni. Lizeth Esmeralda Sanchez. John Ostro.
Michelle Nguyen.
Cheyenne Campbell.
Lily Star Papke.
Paula June Cantu. Ashlyn Billich.
Jesus Villegas Martinez.
Jacob Brady.
Keep going.
Annie Joseline Guzman.
Dominic Aubrey Paul Overby. Reagan Thompson.
Evan Farnsworth.
Taj Witt Ordonay.
Michael Dubray.
Taylor Stone.
Emily Brown.
Johanna A. Rahman. Samantha Smart. Christopher Seifert. Isabella Alindada O'Brien. Emily Vale.
Joan Camarena. Ciclali Cardenas. Raquel de la Canal.
Valeria Molina Rodriguez.
Ryan Schultz.
Allison Hassler.
Ariana Zurowski Esquivel. Nima Wangel. Dorothy Perillo Dutton.
Taylor Berberich.
Colin Kirkpatrick.
Gustavo Aaron Saldana.
David Nieto Oriana. Raymond Coe. Lee Wei Ung.
Isaiah Sebastian Bryant. Chloe Chalikian.
Chen Hong. Steve Lopez.
Vivian Iskra Rhodes.
Janelle Moreno.
Samantha Smith.
Christian Lafortesa.
Arshak Berberian. Matthew Barami Lopez.
Ariel Garcia. Irvin Hernandez. Tiffany Marin. Zachary Hurst.
Jackson Barbagelata.
Luisa Maria Reyes.
Azul Leon. Angelina Lara. Estefania Montes Calderon. Angelica Guardado.
Max Chacon.
Blake Cahillo.
Charlie Hulse.
Arshia Razmavar. Dylan White. Felipe Andre Pimentel Carnero. Benjamin Wilson.
Max Klein.
Oliver Ruta.
Justice Korsgaard. Connor Haddad.
Irene Teresa Antonio.
Erica Martinez.
Isabel Ornelas.
Christina Ibarzabal.
Abran Balmaceda Valenzuela.
Jia Liang Sun. Kevin Shum.
Churyan Lim.
Shoro Brest Van Kempen. Sophia Ayerdi.
Dana Rubanowitz. Edgar Zaragoza.
Gisele Bonilla. Katie Denise Bonilla.
Alara Warwick.
Zandra Cullen.
Javier Sanchez.
Ernesto Palomar.
Diego Lopez. Jesse Lopez.
Victor Romo. Victoria Padilla. Francisco Sabio.
Farshid Rolando Kashmirian.
Benjamin Galindo Calderon.
Montserrat Irwin Azpiazu.
Gerardo Alvarado.
Kevin Mitchell Martinez. Andrew Kim.
Jessica Ann Titus. Valentina Ramirez Rangel.
Janice Karen Ayala.
Joshua Marquez.
Trenton Bowie. Kyle Chamet.
Carolina Hernandez.
Cody Sylvester. Jake Sylvester. Tanner Rumpal.
Paul Carranza. Brooke Bauman.
Seth Martin.
Marissa Rentschler. David Riveros. James VR. Saul Salazar. Gabriel Keanu Voss.
Julian Gandhi.
Kai Feng Wei.
Karina Alcantar. Kebeth Obdulia Barro Navarro.
Jocelyn Vega.
Zena Munoz Choto. Edwin Josue Garcia. Jose Mendoza.
Anna Chavez.
Armand Dillon.
Jesselyn Pardo.
Claire Elizabeth Groninger.
Madison Bain Walker. Rachel Repshis. Trevor Perez.
Blake Emerson.
Michael Secchi.
Marin Ilardo. Maya Baloo Hopper.
Lital Mizrahi. Brittany Yaneli Lopez. Christian Hernandez Salcedo. Kian Khosravi.
Kendall Veach. Lexi Claire Mariko Sakugawa.
Aiden Molina.
Nick Talarico. Sofia Pereira Ribeiro. Toriana Speed.
Daniel Calderon.
Abigail King.
Benjamin Doe.
Daniel Vasquez. Vittorio Celerio.
Jason Alexander Melendez.
Thomas Sebastian Beas.
Alexander Hernandez.
Christopher Cifuentes Weitzman. Jose Guadalupe Caldera Madrano.
Luis Mora.
Jovanes John Simonian. Ian Schwab.
Gabriel Calderon.
Erica Tabares. Lauren Pogue.
Nicholas Diaz.
Jeff Lowridge.
Charlotte Celeste Hunter Pesante. Savannah Lena Rivera.
Anya Karinsky.
Alyssa Sakata.
Ori Musiki. Lorenzo Martin Gattuslao.
Austin Villarreal.
Nicolas Guerrero.
Benjamin Bullard.
Alexander Posito. Justin Sirkin.
Louis Madero.
Juan Daniel Contreras Lopez.
Kimberly Elizabeth Tizoon. Crystal Torres. Jason Skibby. Brianna Walden.
Elia Baruz. Cashley Anderson.
Savannah Kelmanson.
Jake Dodd.
Yu Chiao Lee.
Joanna Zhang.
Jillian Alexandra Jacobs. Leonardo Minikovsky. Jocelyn Gomez.
Timmy Fierro.
Julia Rodarte.
Madeline Martin.
Betsaida de la Cruz. Jessica Stephanie Diaz Martinez.
Alexander Kai Marangoni.
Lizette Montserrat Evangelista.
Andrea Monique Miller.
Serene Altayeb. Lydia Beck. Carly Ray Chassé. Lucy Conrad.
Andreas Harrison Stogsdill.
Anthony Fryer.
Noah Lubell.
Jacqueline Armenian.
Jerome Jashawn Hughes.
Martin Eduardo Bivanco.
Ian Koltenik. Andrea Louise Neary.
Jimin Park. Elizabeth Winter Pearson.
Tessa Nelson.
Matthew Robolino, Callista Ramos,
Derek Zhao,
Gerald Flowers,
Hunter Sweeney, James Justice Leong,
Samantha Lynn Estrella Villanueva,
Kyle Nielsen, Jaden Kale,
Andrea Adler,
Joseph Dominic Perez, Chris Saldana,
Alejandro Lopez, Mauro Fabian Garcia Jimenez, Marcus Nabor Martinez,
Jarek J. Aguilar de Sagan, Michael Benavides,
Rudy Joseph Montalvo,
Adrian Jarek Diaz,
Angel A. Mejia,
Paulina Villalobos,
Alexis Cromwell,
Sally Nguyen,
Angela Natalia Peralta,
Noelia Catalan Apayez,
Moises Ya,
Courtney Compton, Lissa Favela,
Edward Stiles Gallego,
Chiago Andreo Barbosa Noguera, Miranda Campoloni,
Ariane Reiner,
Michael McEnany,
Jared Balduzzi,
Sean Taylor,
Luke Leidelmeyer,
Giovanna Trujillo, Wesley Cole Ratliff,
Shalisa Curlpun,
Eli Christopher Roberts,
Chang Hoon Kang,
Chloe Valdez,
Jennifer Hara, Michaela Holsey, Leila Nurmuhametova,
Kyle Biggs, David Chua,
Logan Robert Wakely, Kyle Stan, Hallie Wells, Elias Palomares,
Jorge Luis Gonzalez Cortez,
Sophie Wade,
Soraya Gonzalez, Jesse Gonzalez,
Chelsea Marissa Ringel,
Jillian Teresa Hinkle,
Jessica Santiago, Lauren Ashley Wong,
John Paul Garcia,
Miguel S. Romero,
Jeffrey Laredo, Jessica Miranda, Kayleen Paulette Guerrero, Selena Hamati,
Roxette Anaí Pinedo, Luis Partida Torres, Saud Rahman, Amanda Lauren Perez, Angelica Angus,
Taylor Godbetter,
Andrew Nathaniel Flores, Alberto Benjamin Balderas,
Lucas Shim,
Kevin Alexi Hernandez,
Athena Rethis,
Aaron Ellis, Raphael Eidelman,
James Wiley Richards, Jose Esteban Ubaya Arias.
Matthew Kelly.
Jordan Drummer. Alexander Delbadi.
Camila Luna. Viviana Candelario Manso. Natalia Hill.
Salvador Davila Jr.
Nairi Malikian.
Alex Alipio Hoxon.
Sean Elliott Santos Riel. William Sanchez.
Aislinn DeButch.
Gabriela Sanchez.
Citlali Jimenez.
Jesse Alexander Esquivel Antiveros.
Isabella Wright Lyons. Macy Sangsavong.
Violet Sky Bryant.
Cheyenne Lee Junta.
Eric Tala de Avila.
Jade Whipke.
Christian Daniels.
Kayla Elise Pina.
Daniel Alexander Camacho. Freddy's Duran.
Megumi Ikeda. Jacob Hahn. Anthony Mendoza.
Brian Tobias.
Brandon Kakudo. Mohammed Dawood Shahid Kazi.
Milton Enrique Pletes. Colby Sanders.
Justin Ferrante.
Jimmy Ibarra.
Burke Smith. Elizabeth Mock Vergara.
Andrea Lopez de Anda.
Anna Schmidt.
Nathan Desire.
Sharmila Jyoti Perkins.
Lucia Rodriguez Mintz.
Amanda Rose Berg.
Zare Chiroyan. Alexander Winters.
Jocelyn Alondra Herrera.
Sasha Willett.
Nina Naziri.
Natalie Charles Ruiz.
Joseph Kasabian.
Tall and Corey.
Ryan Galvez.
Jonathan Park.
McKenna Cordiano. Ashley Dela Cruz.
Sarah Sims.
Dalen Cooper.
Cynthia Nunez Hines.
Nare Dovlatian.
Giselle Olmedo Torres. Emilio Rene Sertuche. Daniela Ruiz Gomez.
Zachary Cicerelli.
Michael Hernandez. Juan Manuel Munoz.
Diego Echevarria.
Aida Moldabayeva. Joel Narvaez.
Daniela Celeste Parada. Darian Salas.
Aixa Batanzos. Alejandro Ceja.
Jacob Arturo Pais. Lynette Velasquez. Rebecca Isabel Sparks. Mitchell Peterson. Elizabeth Wolf Reynolds.
Luke Harward Anderson. Michaela Barnes. Carlos Jimenez Barbosa. Rebecca Deras. Caitlin Dede.
Giovanni Valle. Now reading names from the Department of Communication Studies.
Jacob Dean Johnson. Austin Lack.
David Bertachevsky.
Ashley Nicole Rosario.
Leanne Hobbs. Renee Meza.
Jingjing Cynthia Zhang.
Megan Moore.
Micaiah A. Williams. Pereni Shaverdi.
Jessica Christine Asoyan.
Kelly J. Himovitz.
Ellie Burns.
Alexis Nicole Sapon.
Jacob Livesey.
Gabby Aguilera. Jimmy Alexander Alas.
Jordan Puente.
Natalie Elena Aguero.
Aaron Dwayne Thomas.
Sean Maines.
Alina Cuevas. Moises Miguel Coyoy.
Jonathan Michael Versas.
Lou Hartman. Catherine Marlena Gilday.
Arthur Bowen. Donovan Beck. Shabnam Bazadi.
Jackie Dejan Jr. Macon. David Michael Lopez. Marie Gerasimenko.
Queen Yoko Carifa Conte.
Natsuda Sambunkit.
Soleil Laha Kamen. Arash Mizrahi.
Tawan Cargill.
Stephanie Moreno.
Jamie Roberts.
Justin Benjamin Cohen.
Imani Ivan Lemley Macias.
Elisa Segura.
Tatiana Enriquez Villanueva.
Kiana Tebiani.
Angeline Cruz Morales.
Hanya Sagastume.
Dakota Herndon.
Maya Winnett.
Victor Carrera.
Danetta Simonian.
Keely Funston.
Destiny Henry Holt.
Vanessa Soto. Melanie Surarit. Kayla Waters.
Mariana Hernandez.
Tatiana Valdez.
Hanyo Herrera.
Ani Delcizian. Negin Esteglau.
Frida Hansen Herzwani.
Lauren Hapanyan.
Laura Alpanyan.
Very good.
Michelle Pascarelli Gomez. Anush Zelaya.
Francesca Mercier. Abigail Ishiki.
Sasha Yermakov. Alex Ruiz Guerrero.
Natalie Sofia Escobar.
Samantha Hoffman.
Aiden Ilario Pena.
Shiley Madani.
Sarah Azado. Sabrina Marie Felix.
Tyler Mickelson. Ethan Kaplan.
Graciela Serios.
Sabrina Renee Lemus.
Amy Parada. Brian Zuniga. Juliana Rodriguez.
Emily Montejo Ortiz.
Samantha Ruby Rojas.
Nicole House.
Leslie Yasmin Aguilar.
Celine Nazari.
Connor Fong Sparks.
Jesse Angel Lopez.
Julissa Quero. Justin Strickland.
Jerry Beto Ianis.
Isaiah James Montague Brown.
Daisy Sandoval.
Eleni Davis.
Rima Hawk.
Caitlin Batchelor.
Megan Elizabeth Ouellette.
Esma Shamthi.
Nancy E. Garcia. Denaya Noorani.
Seema Abramyan.
Kimberly Fan.
Nydia Mata. Erica Christie Jovel.
Monica Correas.
Trinidad Lopez.
Daniel Ochoa. Diana Salmon. Angie Roa.
Anthony Cameron. Caroline Cardenas Carlos. Jessica Ayala.
Elizabeth Crystal Lopez.
Celeste Ramirez. Zachary Untalon. Jason Rivera.
Joshua Giovanni Mayorga.
Marco Contreras.
Juan Diego Zavala Diaz.
Mylan Drake.
Crystal Navarro.
Alex Francisco Argenial Zavala.
Karen Aziz. Brandon Abekun. Andrew Callow. Serena Chohan.
Emily Marie Morales.
Ryan Schreier. Natalie Alma Perez.
Marlene Cortez Mora.
Mara Perea. Jasmine Servin Valenzuela.
David Nelson.
AJ Edelstein. Jeanette Barajas.
Isabel Rivera.
Dylan Monteroso. Rafael Moreno Jr. Savannah Moten Siepersad.
Rebecca Alvarado. Daniel Limar Clark. Christopher Jalen Carter.
Michaela Martinez.
Daune Banuelos.
Kathleen Herrera.
Casey Cooksey Schmidt.
Kyla Lawfer.
Nicole Andel.
Jennifer Grimshaw. Brian Gittins.
Ebetzalen Trujillo Rivera. Monica Saldana.
Thomas Anthony Caderco.
Nathaniel Lugo.
Raul Valadez Perez.
Tilena Lautalo.
Abigail Carrillo.
Sufyan Benbuhu.
Francesca Reina Farhe.
Emily Brittany Nadine Martinez.
Jocelyn De La Torre.
David Groner.
Joshua Six Spearman. Kiana Sant. Jacob Self.
Edward Nahera.
Christine Salahie.
Joshua Kondadash. Tristan Franz Ladek. Arlene Nicole Kaloof.
Caridad Valle.
Celine Cobian.
Lindsay Aaron Libaugh. Eric Garcia.
Matan Peso.
Emil Sevag Avanesian. Elizabeth Mary Chadister.
Jordan Mitchell.
Irais Perez. Anissa Marie Perez. Stephanie Cervantes.
Diana Moreno.
Ariana Rodriguez. Amanda Orozco.
Gerardo Gallegos. Abigail Elizabeth Hickert. Jordan Michelle Capiolani Caeca.
Kayla Dominguez.
Rosa Victorio.
Zui Bui.
Alexis Velasquez.
Magdalena Jurich.
Adriana Monique Arias. Matthew Aronofsky. Devin Bennett.
Hannah Williams.
Ariana Campbell. Susie Anakian.
Zoe Nazarian.
Kira Luisa Renteria. Alexander Ramos.
Alexander Karinsky.
Martin Alejandro Rodriguez. Chloe Yue Meng Zhao.
Shakiba Ali.
Renata Cortez. Daniela Amar. Isabel Flores. Daisy Cuadra. Priscilla Cordova. Jaylene Cortez. Luis Fernando Enciso.
Last student, Sugiardo Moljani.
Well, how much fun was that? Well, I have very good news for you graduates because we have a very special guest here. Darnella Davidson from the class of 1983 is here to welcome our graduates into the California State University Northridge Alumni Association.
Matadors, welcome to the CSUN Alumni Association. You have now joined more than 400,000 CSUN graduates, all of whom are ready to lend a hand as you take the next steps towards your future. As you complete your CSUN journey, you should be proud of your accomplishments. We are certainly proud of you, and you're just getting started. Your horizon shines with possibilities, and the world needs the gifts you have to share. As you step forward into the future, reach out to your fellow Matador alumni. We are ready and willing to help guide you as you navigate your post-graduation journey. And in turn, we invite you to stay forever connected to the university and the Alumni Association. Remember, once a Matador, always a Matador! Congratulations and welcome to the CSUN Alumni family!
Thank you, Darnella. So I think many of you know that this evening is our final commencement ceremony for 2023. And we have been absolutely delighted to celebrate 11,243 graduates, accompanied by nearly 80,000 guests across 7 ceremonies. And you can imagine that throwing a party of this magnitude is a pretty monumental undertaking. So I would like to ask Christopher Aston to come up onto this stage and take a final bow and help me to celebrate hundreds of volunteers. Would all of our volunteers who've helped with our commencement ceremonies wave? Come on, Christopher. Come on. It's a huge undertaking and they've done a beautiful job. Okay, and now, I would like all of our baccalaureate degree recipients to please rise. This is the moment in academic tradition, the student who has not yet earned a degree wears the tassel to the right of the mortarboard. When the degree is conferred, the scholar moves the tassel to the left and joins the select company of highly educated individuals. In recognition of your new status, would all recipients of the baccalaureate degree please move your tassel to the left? Friends, family, colleagues, and community members, with a click of my ruby red chucks, I present to you the class of 2023. Congratulations. To officially close this ceremony, I ask that faculty, staff, and CSUN alumni please rise if you are able for our university alma mater, Hail to the Matadors, under the musical direction of Michael Mull and the Jazz A Band, and performed by Lakeisha Mondi. You can find the words in your program if you don't already know them by heart. And once the alma mater has concluded, we ask that you please remain in your seats to allow the faculty to recess. This is an important opportunity for us to demonstrate our tremendous gratitude for our faculty, for their expertise, support, and inspiration of our graduates. Congratulations once again to all of our graduates this evening, and let's do it together. Remember, once a Matador. Congratulations.